Hey Libra, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is your December 2017 reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Libra. It's a general reading. It's not going to always connect and land on everybody, but for the most part, the way my readings go, there's always a way to tap into certain aspects of yourself and to find growth there. So, unless you're totally shut down and unwilling to tap into some of these energies, you're going to gain no matter what, even though it's a general reading. There's always an aspect that you can look upon within yourself and make shifts. Okay? So for you, and if you want a personal reading and to address some more specific issues, then go ahead and get in touch with me. There's information on this video and in my About section of my channel, both. I'm booking probably a few weeks out right now, though. I'm pretty booked up right now. But let's see what we got for you for the month of December, Libra. The oracle card that I pulled for you is Optimism. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So, having a positive outlook, we already know, it's feels better, first of all. It feels better to have hope and optimism than to be pessimistic and worry. But if you expect the best, you'll get what you expect, right? That's how it is. Just keep feeling good. If it's a specific situation, for me in general, I'm usually optimistic. That's just the nature of who I am. I'm always going to try to find the bright side. Even in the darkest of times, I'm going to reach for the light. I'm going to. Not all of us have that, in our nature. But right now for you, Libra, it's a general guidance. It's a general idea for you to grab onto. And if you are thinking of a specific situation and you're feeling really good about it, you're right. Okay? You're right about it. You have a lot to be hopeful about. There's a lot of changes coming, and your optimistic outlook will keep you pleasant and feeling good as it unfolds. Okay? Don't worry about others that try to drag you down with their nose. No, no, no. You got this, okay? So let's see, especially at this time of year. I love that, as the holidays approach us, you're being called to look at the bright side and feel the love and feel the connection and reach for hope. It's a beautiful message for you right now, Libra. Okay, the starting point of your reading here is the Creator. Yes. Perfect reason to maintain hope and optimism is the fact that you are the creator of your life experience. You are. It's all on you. You have that power. This third chakra here, that space of self-empowerment, is lit up on fire. You got it. You got this, right? I may not even need to read one more card, because whatever it is you're thinking of, it's yours, right? At least the feeling of optimism will keep you fueled to continue to create all that you want, okay? The thing that might block you, and this left side here of this is an internal energies that are maybe tucked away and others aren't aware of, but they are going on within you. And the one card, this position here, is sort of a block to the progress of the rest of the reading. If you're not able to master the energy, then the progress will be slower. Well, look at that. It's control. So yeah, if you're so hell-bent on controlling every aspect of what happens in your life, every outcome, every situation, and which is really a false sense of being, because we don't really control anything except our next step, right? You don't control external influences, and that need to control every little detail is really actually self-detrimental, and it holds us in place, and it keeps our progress from going, from moving along. So this would be the only energy that would stop you from this reason to be hopeful and your progress. Okay, so careful This is usually, of course, this is a mind card. This is a cloud card in the Zen deck. And that is usually, you know, your mental chatterbox is what's usually messing with you as far as, you know, in your gut and your intuition and the instinct within you, you know you're moving forward and you know you're creating all you want, and your mind has the power to kind of halt your progress. So be aware of it. You know, if a little fear comes up, you know, that goes along with the hope, then that's okay. You know, acknowledge the fear and then get back to hope. Get back to that positive outlook, okay? In your external world, things might heat up. Things might move along at a rapid pace this month for you. If it's a relationship that's growing, if it's, connections with your family, things might get a little heated, but I'm not looking at this as it's going to be in a bad way. I think things are going to get very passionate, very exciting, okay, for you. And if this is something like perhaps, your job path, you'll see some shifts coming. As long as you let go of the need to control every detail and trust and have hope that things are unfolding exactly as they should be for you, just stay in that knowledge and you'll move right along, and swiftly, okay? Internally within you, stay, love on yourself. Love on yourself. Trust that every choice you've made to this point has allowed you to create deeper roots into your experience. And, that sense of hope and trust and optimism is really important, but so is your self-acknowledgement and your self-love towards yourself, and knowing that, any decision you make, you can make another one. Like, what I'm trying to say is, say you make a decision and it turns out, oh, this isn't feeling right, this doesn't feel good. Then you make another one. That's okay. That's the optimistic way to see it. Instead of, I don't know what decision to make. If I make the wrong one, I never know what I'm going to do if I make the wrong one. So then you are indecisive and you don't make a decision and you end up staying stuck, right? But by loving on yourself and being secure in who you are and knowing you got this, knowing that, that's what's going to propel you forward, okay? Careful in your life and in your relationship with others of the mind smothering energy of guilt. Careful of that. We all carry it. We all worry, oh, if I do this, how's it going to affect them? If I choose this path, what are my loved ones going to do? But that, we're all on our own journey. We all have the power. We all are the creators of our experience. And so are you. And so some of these feelings of regret might come along of some of the choices you're making and the path that you're looking forward to. But that's okay. This is part of being human. Don't get stuck here, okay? Don't get stuck in a sense of guilt. Just acknowledge it. Go back to loving yourself and trusting in your path, and then you can move on. There is no one right way. This card, the dream, this talks about how we grow up, we get married, we live happily ever after. That is just a false sense of what life is. Right? There is no happily ever after. Happily ever after is right now. Your happiest time can be right now. With this sense of optimism, that's a very easy thing to achieve. You're in it, There isn't one path or one structured design for anyone's life. Remember, you're the creator. You create your experience. So everything that comes along, even these little senses of guilt, you've created, right? And that's okay, because life is like a rainbow of all kinds of different emotions and experiences and connections. And you're right there, you're the pot of gold at the end of it, right? And you have the power to make the shifts, make the decisions, look forward to better things happening. Okay? Be careful in your external world that you are not presenting yourself with a false sense of who you are. You know, we all wear masks from time to time, but don't take it so far. You know, sometimes we wear a mask of, yes, I'm feeling happy, when you're not really feeling that happy inside, just as a self-protective measure. Sometimes we are literally doing and saying things that are in direct conflict with who we really are. And that's what this card is saying. Be cautious of that. And be cautious of others that come into your life that aren't exactly what they seem. Okay? But this doesn't mean be afraid of it, right? We're talking hope and optimism. It doesn't mean be afraid of it and run away from it. Just be aware of it. Be aware of it. And like I said, that this is a really important foundational card here, because you're in charge of how it all turns out. You call the next move. Let go of the need to control. Let things come in. Love on yourself. Have hope. Have faith. You know, in your external world, you might have a couple of mind-heavy energies come about, but it's okay. It's all part of the sort of the big quilt that is our life, and it's just one little square of the quilt, right? It's all okay. You're moving. You have reason for hope, and the more positive you are, remember, you get what you expect. Okay. All right, Libra. I am going to try and do an update reading in December. I wasn't able to do it in November. I apologize for that. Got too busy. But I'm going to try to check in with you again before the new year turns, because this is an important time of year for all of us. Okay? And until then, I love you all. Take care.